Hello, Facebook fans, YouTube fans of DX Engineering. It is Tuesday afternoon here in the Eastern time zone of the USA. It is time for Tuesdays with DX Engineering. And this is a show where we talk to some of the DX Engineering people you may have communicated with, our sales and technical team, by phone or email or text, or maybe you came into the store. Today we have on Scotty KG9Z. Hello, Scotty.
Hey, Tim, how you doing?
Good, good. Scotty, how long have you been in this ham radio business?
Since 1968, 55, 56 years, whatever that comes out to. So,
And so 56 years worth of work in the radio. And how many countries do you have confirmed, Scotty?
I have 349 confirmed.
349, okay.
317, I think, or let's see, 337 of the current. There's three of them I need to be the current.
All right. So what three do you need? What's still on your list?
Well, without saying, I'm going to say North Korea.
Yeah.
Pratas Island.
Okay.
And then Scarborough Reef.
Scarborough Reef and Pratas Island, which are out in the Pacific way out there. And of course, North Korea, who knows about that? But you already have Desecheo and Bouvet, right?
Yes, correct.
Now, do you remember when you worked Desecheo?
Yeah, several years ago. And one of my good buddies, WB9 Zanzibar, Jerry was there. I'd work him wherever I could just to say hi. And he's the kind of guy that would stop and say, hello, Scotty, or something like that. And they go, how cool is that? Knee deep in the pile up, and he'll say hello. So I would give him that credit.
Right. Well, you know, Jerry and of course Val, NV9L, Jerry WB9Z, great people. They seem to like going to Florida now.
Yeah.
I think they don't like the Illinois winters. You know, and when you look outside your door today, can you blame them?
Oh no, it was 3 degrees when I woke up. I think it's 10 now. Yeah, I'm not blaming it. I just know the station. I've been out to the station a couple times there in Kankakee, and it's, like yours, it's just humongous and stuff, but I don't know what he has up in Florida, but it's cool.
Well, yeah, they're on the air and they're making a lot of QSOs from Florida, and but I don't think they have quite the tower farm in Florida that they have in Illinois. But it's always good to go back home to Illinois. Scotty, do you have a conversation that you had with a customer recently where you were helping a guy out? Do you recall a recent conversation?
I could have. I do a lot of emails, but the phone conversations not as much as I used to. But always, the thing is, you need to ask the person what they want to do with radio. There's guys in the emergencies aspect. There's guys in DXing. Some guys like to rag chew. Whatever they want to do, that's what's so great about the hobby. You can do anything. Just don't want to degrade somebody because they don't chase DX or don't contest. Everybody can do what they want.
Right, right. And in fact, Scotty, I know you've emailed with a lot of our customers about Parks on the Air, and what a big thing that is. And we're coming up on Winter Field Day too. You got any tips for guys on Winter Field Day?
Well, stay warm. And actually, the local club here in Worcester canceled because of it being so cold. But that's part of the deal. But I get it. It says stay home, stay warm, get on your air at your home station. And you could do Winter Field Day at home. So whatever they want to do.
Right now, Scotty, speaking of DXpeditions, which is DXing is one of those things you are really good at. What about the Bouvet expedition that's coming up here the end of February? What do you think about that?
Well, I hope they make it. That seems to be the issue. I know I got a lot of band fills to do. Back in my day, you worked them on 20 or 15 and got out of the way. You just had one band and you're good. You didn't have club log or LOTW. You worked a guy, send him a card, and hope for the best. So it's certainly changed, and with the new DXCC band countries and stuff, it's very cool. My claim to fame was like the first big DXpedition to Beauvais. They went and I think they circled the island for what, 3 or 4 days and couldn't land and had to go back. I actually purchased one of the amplifiers in a wooden crate from that DXpedition. So that's my claim of fame. I have a Beauvais amplifier sitting right here. Been to Beauvais, but now I get to use it to work Beauvais. So
Well,
yeah.
that's going to be great to use that amplifier when the team gets on the island here in about a month, 3 weeks. No, I guess it's about a month. They'll be on the air from there, and that's going to be really special. Scotty, I wanted to go into the chat room because there's some folks in here saying hello to you.
Sure.
We've got Kilo Delta 2 Uniform Delta Radio in here this afternoon, and also from Costa Rica, it's Tango India 5 Mexico Alpha Tango, and from Mexico, X-Ray Echo 2 Zulu Zulu, and our good friend Brian, W7JET pilot. He's got 302 confirmed, and he has 9-band DXCC.
Excellent.
That's pretty cool, Scotty, to have DXCC on 9 bands.
Well, I'm going to brag here. I got them on 10 because I got 6 meters last year. So, yeah, but that's great to get 9-band, 10-band DXCC. That's wonderful.
Yeah, that is really good. Congratulations, Brian, and congratulations, Scotty, on doing 100 countries on 6 meters. Our good friend out on the West Coast in California, it's Paul, November 6 Papa Sugar Echo, and it's Bill, Kilo Alpha 8 Golf India Mike, and saying hello. And Tom, November Golf 3 Quebec, he says North Korea and Scarborough would be great to hear this year. Oh, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I'll agree with that for sure.
They really would. And our friend from Virginia, it's Dino, Kilo Lima 0 Sierra, Dina and Toby down there, 56 in ham radio, and haven't scratched the surface. Cool things to do.
That's about it. Yeah.
It sounds like he's staying very busy in retirement down there. And we've got Livermore, California on November Radio 7 Zulu. And then the sun isn't even up yet in Australia, but here's Rich, Victor Kilo 2 India Zulu. Hey, Scotty, when was the last time you talked to Australia?
Boy, I'd have to look. I see them on a lot, and I may not talk to them because I'm moving on to something else, but they were great to work on 6 meters when there's an opening, which is so small, and I haven't seen an opening like that for quite a couple of years now. I mean, when's the last time we worked Japan? But that call certainly looks familiar.
Yeah, well, I know Rich is on the air, and there are a lot of great VK stations on, and it's always fun, Scotty. I always thought it was fun to work the Victor Kilo 6s that were in Perth, in the western part of Australia, because that was even further away and harder to come by. But tell us about your antennas, Scotty. Give me a rundown on the KG9Z antenna farm there.
Well, starting with 6 meters, I got a 4-element quad that Scott Jones helped me get from E-Antennas. That thing just phenomenal. Then for low bands, I got a 2-element quad that W9SN Steve made. And I have that up for 20 through 10. And for like 30 meters, I have a gap antenna. That's all I have, and it works wonderful. I'm not a big radial guy, so the gap antennas with just 3 counterpoises works. Then for 40, 80, and 160, I have a Gap Voyager. Again, you know, 3 radials, 3 counterpoise, 45 feet. And so they're not big killers, but I can get it on every band. I love CW because there's a little more skill there. I have nothing against FT8, FT4. I'm on there just as much as anybody. But CW work and split for the DX, that's just fun to do. It's fun to do.
It really is. And so I guess we would say that you're a quad guy.
Yeah, very much so. Several reasons. They're not so height dependent, and where my trees are and stuff, to have the elements stick out was going to be an issue. So the quad being a full loop and stuff, I've had good luck with them, so I kind of stuck with them.
Yeah, no, you know, that's the thing. Once you get something that works, I mean, just enjoy it. Get on the air. I mean, that's the big thing. You know, is to whatever you have is good enough. Get on the air and have some fun with it. I do want to go back into the chat room here for a second, and
Sure.
we've got Charlie on from Germany, Delta Lima 6 Radio Delta Echo. And Brian, W7JET, said, we had a great opening to Oceana back on 6 meters back in November, and it lasted about 4 hours.
Wow,
and,
great.
You know, he says 6 meter DX in Arizona is rare. And you might say that's the same case for Ohio, Pennsylvania. It just, you know, where the spotlights are, right, Scotty?
Yeah. Well, Wayne, K3LR, the guy who works with us, he says 6 meters has the postage stamp propagation. I mean, you can have like a half a grid over, and those guys are working guys, and you don't hear anything, then it moves over. And so, yeah, 6 is magic, frustrating band, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's nice.
Our good friend Joe, K0 November Echo Bravo, is on. And also Brady, young Brady from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's Whiskey 3 Bravo Radio Lima. And of course, Joe will be down at Hamcation here in a few weeks. Scotty, have you ever been to Hamcation?
No, I haven't. I've been to Dayton way too many times. Fort Wayne, Hamfest, but nothing. Hamcation, I read about it all the time, but just haven't been there.
Yeah, it'd be a great way to get out of this cold and snow.
For sure.
Well, Scotty, thanks so much for coming on today and telling your story. And thank you for all you do to help our customers here at DX Engineering, responding in emails, giving your 56 years worth of experience to anybody who has a question. And certainly, we wish you the very best. And thank you so much for working with the DX Engineering team and lending your experience.
Well, I'm glad to be part of the team. And I always say, as you guys are family, you know, DX Engineering is a ham family for us. So it's an honor to be part of the team.
Well, we're glad to have you on the team, Scotty, and I know you'll be helping more and more of our customers. If you have questions, you can reach out to Scotty. It's just DXengineering at dxengineering.com, and he'll get back to you. And, you know, turn on the radio, get on the air and have some fun, especially this weekend with Winter Field Day. And until next time, 73 from DX Engineering.